Well, it definitely doesn't look like I'll be walking in the rain today. But I'll come down to the beach and talk about what I got done today. Most likely this guy will have to pay since he doesn't have a pass. He's from Arizona. Oh, he got waved in. Nice. Well, I got some work done. I got my shipping done. 40 items shipped this morning. I made some modifications on my promotions. We did some New Year's sourcing, New Year's Day sourcing. I've been watching high bid auctions, getting inventory that I need, or looking at inventory I need. But we'll talk about that more. I'm going to go home later and start listing, finish my electric tubes, and then I have to do some sorting, reorganizing for the first year. I have some shelves, condense my inventory into one little area, make room for the big 2026 push. So I'll find a parking spot and I'll talk about what I did on my store and what I'm watching on my auctions. Thanks for watching, and look forward to finding a spot here. So it looks like my walk is going to be spoiled today. It is raining here. I shouldn't complain. One of my YouTubers, Big Daddy, he is in Minnesota scraping like 2 feet of snow. So I shouldn't be complaining at all. A little rain doesn't kill anybody. But yeah, I made some changes for the promotion campaign that eBay is changing. I used to just have a flat 12% promotion, and last month I broke them up in threes. I said 3, 6, and 9, and I did something wrong, and now I kind of figured it out. The 3% I was all my low value items. 6% were like items from 10 to 20, and then everything over 20 and up was 9%. And I was like, all those items that are 20 and up are unique, and there are not a lot of competitors. So I completely switched the campaigns. So now the higher value items are 3%. Middle is going to be 6, between 10 and 20, and everything below is going to be 9%, from $1 up to $10 or $9.99. So I'll be selling a lot more of the small, low value ones and letting the more expensive ones marinate. Okay, so now I have that all set up. So the goal is going to be now to have 1,500 listings not promoted. So as I list new items, they don't get added until I have more than 1,500, or 10% of my stores. So if I have 1,600 listings, or 16,000 listings, I'll have to have 1,600 listings that are not promoted at all. So they're just marinating in the organic traffic, looking for that organic push. And then as if it works correctly, as I get above that 10%, those oldest out of the 1,600 will be promoted, and then I'll separate them into the 3 I call them promotions, or containers, or whatever you want to call the campaigns. We have campaigns. So that's the change I'm planning on doing, and the next step is accepting offers. Anything under $10 I turn off counter offers, and anything above $10 I accept counter offers. It's kind of chased away the people that want to ask me for a product $3, and they don't realize I have time, expenses, cost of goods, shipping fees, and next thing you know, we're actually losing money on those low value items. So I don't even want to see them, and then moving forward, I'll be setting cutoffs in the offers. So if something's a higher item, I'll calculate 35%, and that's the bottom of what I want. I won't, because I'd never run a big sales event, and then if I do run a 20% sales event, the most I'll ever give is 15% on a counter offer, and then anything below that, it'll automatically just decline. So I'm excited about that. I'm really am, because I gotta squeeze as much as I can. I'm prepared for eBay to slow me down. What I mean by that is, these new, if you ever click on a campaign promoted listing and it sells for organically, now it's promoted and it's like there's no added value. Since I'm modifying my campaigns, I assume I'll make less money. It doesn't mean it will happen, but I plan on subsidizing with flea markets. So here in February or March, as soon as we get down to the winter, I'll start going a couple times a month and try to make an extra $1,000 and just see how long it takes for the organic starts kicking in, because I'm still listing every hour, and then I plan on upping that game, meaning I'll be moving to 30 minutes, that'll be 48 a day, and then I'll move 20 minutes, that'll be 74 a day, and then the final push will be 100 a day every day. But I have to source better, so now talking about sourcing. I've been outlining a new product, and I'm in beta with it, and I'm learning so much inside each keyword categories I sell in. I thought I was getting good at, like reselling, and one day I learned more than I learned in a whole half a year. I mean, it's shocking. So it's a combination of AI scraping, high bid across the whole country. So you're not just bidding in one area. I'm looking for items that could be shipped, large lots, looking for higher value items in each of my categories. So as I'm following the category, I'm able to learn and study with the tool on what I need to be looking for. So I'm pretty excited about it. I spent 2 hours at Starbucks this morning, and I saved 100 plus lots that I'm watching. For me to ramp up to 100 items a day, I have to buy 700 units a week. And that might be like 10 to 15, 20 lots or auctions a week across the country in categories I know and study, and with better high sell-through rate items. So, I'll give you an example. I sell postcards. It gives me a list of postcards that are selling the best in the last 90 days. Layman's terms, military, looking for real photo postcards. You're looking for tourist spots and locations, beach scenes, warships, so when I'm looking in the high bid, I'm looking for those types of items, and those should gravitate to me versus just buying a lot of just mixed postcards. So I only got a few updates to do with it, meaning I only see a few things I would like, and that's maybe around March and April when we drop the product and it's available. It'll be really very, very helpful. Like I said, I've never sourced this way before. I've been reselling for a long time, and it's been pretty interesting. I look forward to learning every day. Like today was belt buckles and patches. So I was educated that turquoise belt buckles, Western rodeo, Harley Davidson are higher faster sell-through rate items above my suggested goal. I provided your sell-through rate goal, and I set those this year. I'm gonna still buy in volume for fillers, because I have to list so often. But when I do, majority of the auctions I am going to buy are going to be higher sell-through rate items. They're going to be $20, $25, $30 items that I have to pay up and compete against people that are doing this. So it's not like I'm going to be doing a lot of high value items, but I am going to be focusing on increasing and then starting to lot those lower value items together in lots of 10 for $25. So that way I get that sell-through rate up, I get that cost per goods price up. And I'm doing that with my magazines. Now I'm going to be doing it with postcards, and I'll be doing it with patches. Maybe not so much patches if I buy the right patch. A lot of like NASCAR theme sports events like NFL. There's certain patches that you should look for, where like military is a little slower but still has a good tick, and I have so many military patches already. Now I'm like, oh, I need to be focusing for this, and now it's kind of pushed me away from something I've already been focusing on. So this is cool. I'm having a lot of fun, and stay tuned to get to see behind the scenes with these products as we build them. I'm it's just an outline, so it's stuck up here and it needs to get out, and this is gonna be the new, I'm gonna be doing this part-time, creating products and then reselling. Me being a full-time reseller selling bigger items, I made a lot of mistakes. I shipping issues, and I like shipping smalls, so that gives me that freedom to, when I'm ready, I can buy my, I can move on to in the middle of the country. I want to leave California. I know it's beautiful here, but the expenses are just, what's going to happen when I'm 80? It's going to be $4,000 or $5,000 a month. Can't afford that. So having your own property, paying property taxes versus rent is what I want to do, and that goal and that vision is going to start coming true. So thanks for watching and listening to me. I look forward to talking to you guys soon again. Thank you guys.